Test, test. If I could get all the students to start taking their seats, if I could get all the students to start taking their seats. Thank you. As soon as I get him to sit down, this is great. Look at this. Holy camoles.
Are we ready for orchestra to stop?
Yeah, orchestra.
Okay.
100%. So, Tina, are you and Kathy going to be ready to show them? We get ready and just maybe the first 3 or 4 people as they come up here.
We're not prepared for that.
Okay, so Leo will get up. He'll come walk here with his person. Okay, then I can talk. So Leo, then you will go to that stand, and your person will go over there. How about you be my model? So maybe can we have Leo get up and do it? Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm going to put my phone right there. I don't want it to appear like I'm grabbing you.
That got picked up on the microphone too, Tina. Okay, before we get started tonight, first of all, this is just so awesome to look out here and watch you guys interact with each other and to see you guys catch up with classmates. I was able to come around and talk to you guys about colleges and opportunities next year. This just completely filled my bucket. So this was one of these moments that I will truly never forget tonight. A couple things that I want to go over with the students because we were not able to do a rehearsal. Okay, so before we start tonight at 6, I just want to go through a couple things. All of you have your yellow cords on. You'll wear those as you come across. You'll also keep those for graduation. Okay, so you'll take those home with us tonight. Each of you has a copy of the program. It is in color. Okay, it is a wonderful, wonderful program. We're very excited about that program. Take that home. It's limited copies, so don't lose your copy of your program. Now, I want to go over a couple things tonight about the kind of how we're going to do this. Okay, while you're seated, you'll keep your mask on the whole time, students. Okay, I will come up first right at 6 o'clock. I'll give a little speech. Okay, and then we'll start the program. Okay, Miss Lozano is going to be the crier. She's going to read out the students' names. The students will then come to the microphone here, and their guests will come stand on the X. So we're going to actually have, Leo, we're going to actually use you for an example here, okay? Thank you for getting here. So what we're going to do is when we're ready, we're going to take the first row, and Leo, you're going to stand. You're going to come back over here. Everybody watch. You're going to meet up with your honoree, who's going to be there, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Walter Johnson, right? You guys are going to come up on stage. They look sharp, right? Okay. Leo, you'll come out, right? you're going to go, Leo, you go to the microphone here. The honoree will walk behind to the X. Now, here's what's important. Please don't touch the microphone. It is a very expensive, very sensitive microphone, okay? So you want to take probably a step closer. You can remove your mask at this point. So Leo, take your mask off. And let's do a quick sound check. Say, Mr. Bloomer is my favorite principal.
Mr. Bloomer is my favorite principal.
Yeah, it sounds perfect, right? Yeah, how about that? It sounds perfect and it's true, right? Yes. So now, Leo will come up with a card that he has. This is the speech you've already written. You'll read that speech, okay? You will then exit to where Miss Lozano is standing. I will give you a certificate, and I'll give a certificate to the honoree, okay? As you go down and exit the stage. Perfect. Careful as you go down. Now, Leo will go around the front, Miss Lozano, right? He's going to go all the way down and around, right? Now watch. You're going to go walk all the way down, back into the corner, back into that corner, all the way back down to here. Okay? How about a big round of applause for Leo for being such a good host? Yes, that is awesome. So, after the student speaks, you may put your mask back on. You'll go down and exit. You'll go all the way down, all the way through the back, all the way back up front, and take your seat. A couple of housekeeping things I want to just kind of go over. This is a special night. Please don't have your phones out. Please don't have your earbuds in. Please give your undivided attention to the students that are here. This is a really, really special night. Now, once it's all said and done, students, we're going to dismiss you row by row, okay? And you're going to exit behind me because we have a special gift for you guys. So the first row will get up. They'll exit to your right, to these double doors right here. And you'll meet your parents outside. And parents that are getting here, you'll go on these side doors. We'll kind of give directions on that as we kind of go. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? It's kind of exciting, right? Yeah, right? You guys look awesome. You know, you look absolutely awesome. So we'll get started in about 2 minutes. Perfect, right? Perfect. Okay, so CeeLo. We don't need, they're not going to touch. They're not touching that. Nope. Hey guys, ooh, that just demonstrated my point. You don't have to lean in. You can talk here and enunciate your words, okay? So you don't have to lean in because it'll make everybody kind of, right? Don't touch it. Okay. As soon as she sits, I'm going to start. Is that we got, team? Perfect. As soon as sits, I'll start. Well, come in. Thank you. All right, let's get this show started, folks. Good evening. My name is Todd Bloomer, and I am the proud principal of this amazing school, Winston Churchill High School. Welcome to the 2021 Summa ceremony. I can't believe that I'm standing here in front of you tonight and uttering those words. Before we begin, I'd like to take care of a few housekeeping items and welcome our honored guests. In Northeast, we are very lucky to have an amazing Board of Trustees. In attendance tonight, we have two extremely supportive and wonderful advocates of our students. Please help me welcome Board Vice President, Ms. Sandy Winkley. Please help me welcome Board Secretary, Ms. Sandy Huey. Thank you so much both for being here. We are also very honored this evening to have Dr. Sean Micah, the Superintendent of the Northeast Independent School District, with us this evening. Thank you, Dr. Micah, for your continued support. We'd also like to welcome and honor Mr. Ron Clary, our Associate Superintendent of Operations, who is in attendance with us this evening. Thank you for being here, Mr. Clary. I would also never forgive myself if I didn't publicly thank our wonderful orchestra, who was performing up here before. I'd like to thank Carlos and Jason from Northeast Media Services for streaming this event for us this evening. I'd like to thank our amazing PTA for helping making this place look so wonderful and the treats that we'll have afterwards. And I'd also like to thank our team from Churchill that made this event special. That group includes Marianne Rodriguez, Natalie Stritty, Kathy Johnson, Tina Lozano, and Sandy Persley, amongst many others. Since we didn't have a full rehearsal, I'd like to go over a couple more housekeeping items. I'd like to kindly remind everyone in attendance to ensure that you're wearing your masks properly and maintaining social distancing. In order for us to be able to host more events like this, we need to continue to be vigilant and do our part. Students, while seated, you're to keep your mask on. When you're on stage and reading your script, you may remove your mask and speak. We ask that you do not touch the microphone. When done speaking, please place your mask on and return to your seat. Students, when on stage, please read your script and do not add anything else onto it. We are going to honor many students this evening and want to respect everyone's time. Your script has been approved, and your words will make your honoree feel very special. We also have several students tonight and their honorees that will be participating from home this evening. We will honor them throughout the night, and we say hello to them in the comfort of their own home. Now, before we start, I'd like everyone to do me a favor. I'd like everyone to humor me for a second. Close your eyes just for 1 second, okay? Parents, students, guests, everybody close your eyes just for 1 second. Think about a great moment in your life. Think about a moment that you'll never forget. For parents, it could be the birth of your wonderful child sitting down here this evening. For students, I hope your mind drifts to a time you were with your honored guests tonight. Maybe it was their classroom. Maybe it was a time that they made you feel 10 feet tall, or a time they helped you through a difficult time. Take a moment and just let it sink in that we're here tonight. Now open your eyes. For me, old Mr. Bloomer, my moment that I'll never forget is right now. Looking out at you, looking up at the parents, looking at the honorees, reconnecting, finding out where folks were going to school, taking pictures, smiling, being kids. It was wonderful. I will never forget this moment. Now, before we start this wonderful night, students, I want you to look into the crowd, and I want you to find your parent or your honored guest. Without their support, without their guidance, and without the $5 for Chick-fil-A or Whataburger, you wouldn't be here today. Please take a moment and wave to your parents. Parents, do me a favor, wave back to your kiddo, blow them a kiss. This is a special moment right here. That just made the moment even more special for me to see some of those waves back. Now, for what we came here tonight for, to honor our students and the educators that made a difference in their life. This is one of the most enjoyable events that we host each year. Tonight, we highlight great kids and outstanding educators. Tonight, you'll be delighted to hear the stories of why students selected their honorees. Tonight will be a lot of fun. So sit back and enjoy the moment. Miss Tina Lozano will now be calling names tonight. Miss Lozano, let's get the show on the road.
Leo Amerovic, honoring Mr. Walter Johnson.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Johnson, my Algebra 2 and Statistics teacher. He taught me many things that weren't related to math. He taught our class a lot about maturity. He taught us a lot about being able to have fun while working. And he taught us every class to be great human beings. And I cannot thank him enough for everything that he gave to us.
Virginia C. Albritton, honoring Mrs. Susan Mann.
I'm honoring Mrs. Susan Mann. Miss Mann makes sure that all her students have the accommodations to not only succeed, but to excel. No matter how many times I felt lost this year, Miss Mann was always there to help me get back and let me know she believed in me. She was the teacher I truly needed this year, and I just want to thank you.
Mallory J. Amidi, honoring Mr. Walter Johnson.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Johnson, my Algebra 2 and AP Statistics teacher. He was always generous with his time, no matter how many times I struggled, and he was always there to help and never gave up on me. He somehow managed to make math fun with his originality and his teaching methods. Mr. Johnson has been a pivotal teacher in my life, and for that, I want to thank him.
Olivia R. Anderson, honoring Mr. Jeffrey Sweet.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Sweet, my varsity golf coach, for all his support and guidance. After 4 years, 7 successful seasons, and many memories later, I can truly say he lives up to his name. I can't think of a sweeter coach. He not only taught me that there is more to golf than just on and off the course, but that is not a number, and for all his positivity. Let's finish this season off strong. Let's go.
Alexa R. Aravelos, honoring Mr. John Strahl.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. John Strahl. John Strahl made my years at Churchill very memorable and taught me valuable life lessons as well as tennis skills. In just the 2 years we had together, he impacted my life tremendously through his wisdom and passion for coaching. I am beyond grateful that I had the opportunity to be mentored by such a great person.
Joe Arguello, honoring Mr. Nick Fox.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Fox, my 8th grade AVID teacher. Mr. Fox was a teacher that always told me what was going on in his life to show that no matter what was happening, you must be strong enough to push through it. This helped me understand that everybody has something going on in their lives, but what separates us is our ability to push forward.
Goretti R. Artelejo, honoring Mrs. Crystal Murphy.
Okay. Tonight, I am honoring Miss Murphy, my 8th grade English teacher, for inspiring me. 4 years ago, she looked at a quiet girl and saw potential. She knew that I could offer more than what I wrote on paper. Not to brag, but she was the only teacher to ever get me in trouble for not speaking enough during class. Through her kindness and endearment, I hope to make her proud of who I am becoming.
Hajun Bay, honoring Mrs. Alicia Wedgeworth.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Wedgeworth, my GT English teacher. Although I learned a fair share of English in her class, I also got to experience a lot of life because of her. I got to work at a food bank, learn how to take initiative, and make a whole lot of inside jokes. I also learned how to be real with myself and others, procrastinate like a boss, and show some tough love. Thank you, Miss Wedgeworth.
Emily Barroso, honoring Ms. Brooke Holyoke.
Tonight I am honoring Miss Holyoke, my choir director. We both entered Churchill in the same year, along with sharing her love of music. She has taught me the importance of reaching for the stars. Even in times of uncertainty, she has always been there with open arms. I want to thank her for creating a safe space at a time when I was growing, learning, and finding myself as an individual person.
Matthew T. Belitzos, honoring Mrs. Alicia Wedgeworth.
Tonight, I would like to thank my sophomore English teacher, Alicia Wedgeworth. Although I did not know it at the time, I was in one of the best English classes I have ever been in. Her class has given me a solid foundation which has consistently supported me throughout my high school career. Her amazing attitude and teaching style were a highlight of the class and created a great environment for learning.
Joanna M. Verdesia, honoring Mrs. Alicia Wedgeworth.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Wedgeworth, my English teacher, because of the supportive advice that I've received from her from over the years. She's the type of teacher that makes sure that her students are prepared for the future while also engaging with her class. I thank her for all the memories I have made in her class and for her guidance that will help me pursue my dreams in the future.
Bryn M. Bernstein, honoring Mrs. Jeannie Dimmeline.
The receipt of an email, phone call, or text message, that was all it took. Nurturing words and guidance brought a surge of reassurance, as Miss Dimmeline would reply. Thank you for the answers to my endless questions, for being a source of encouragement when I sought it, and for the endless letters you have written on my behalf. Today would not have been possible without you being by my side.
Janavi U. Balala, honoring Mr. Ryan Drexel.
Today, I'm honoring Mr. Drexel, my physics teacher, because he's inspirational and a terrific role model. He makes physics fun and interesting subject. His teaching style makes new and hard concepts of physics easy and interesting. My strong foundation in science is all because of him. I cannot thank him enough for all his hard work and inspiring me to achieve great.
Grace M. Bice, honoring Miss Michelle Quick.
Tonight, I'm honoring my 4th grade teacher, Miss Quick. She always had a way to make learning in her classroom fun. She's incredibly caring and always knew how to put a smile on her students' faces. She taught me life lessons beyond the 4th grade curriculum, and I'm so blessed that I was able to have her as my teacher.
Jonathan S. Bitter, honoring Mr. Christopher Tsakopoulos.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Tsakopoulos. I am lucky to say that I got to have Mr. Tsakopoulos as my math teacher for not 1, but 2 years. Although, I'm sure there were times he didn't feel like he exactly won the lottery. Mr. Tsakopoulos' class was always one of my favorite and most interesting classes. Thanks to Mr. Tsakopoulos, I'm thinking about studying engineering. Thank you for everything.
Caroline P. Black, honoring Mr. Alberto Garcia.
When deciding who to honor as my Summa teacher, I knew exactly who I wanted to choose. Mr. Garcia was my 3rd grade teacher at Oak Meadow Elementary, and he helped me to become who I am today. He encouraged us to explore all of our interests in fun and creative ways. I found my love for arts through his class, and I will carry that with me forever. Thank you again, Mr. Garcia.
Alexander D. Bornett, honoring Mr. Brian Hawkins.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Hawkins. As my wrestling coach, he has been an extremely influential figure in my life these past 4 years. Through many tough practices and tournaments, he has taught me the importance of hard work and perseverance. In addition, he has always believed in me and supported me. I am grateful for his constant guidance. I would not be who I am today without him.
Sydney R. Bogart, honoring Mr. Colton Bean.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Bean, my percussion director. I would not be where I am without him. He taught me to step outside of my comfort zone and try new things I did not imagine I could do. Words cannot express how grateful I am to be taught by such a wonderful person. He is the reason I want to become a teacher. I want to inspire kids just like he inspired me.
Sean D. Bowen, honoring Mr. Mike Monroe.
I am honored to have Mr. Monroe as my summa cum laude honoree. A constant in my school life for 3 years, I ended every single day in his classroom. As a Latin teacher, his passion for the subject went above and beyond most teachers I've seen. That passion and his hundreds of humorous stories made the end of the day a highlight. Mr. Monroe is a one-of-a-kind man and teacher.
Tristan T. Budd, honoring Mrs. Jamie Thayer.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Thayer, my 5th grade teacher, because of her amazing kindness and inspiring discipline that she instilled in me. I have obtained a great understanding that learning is not always easy, and envying others' intelligence just led to self-pity. The potential she saw in me gave me complete confidence. I cannot thank her enough for all that she's done for me.
Avery A. Birch, honoring Mrs. Danielle Torres.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Torres for being a truly great mentor and a selfless coach. She has taught me what it takes to become a true leader and role model for others. She has supported me and my teammates every year during good times and bad. She has truly helped shape me into the person I am today. I am forever grateful for her and will cherish the memories I have made.
Aiden M. Cabrera, honoring Coach Luke Moody.
I am honoring Coach Moody, aka the best dressed honoree here, my linebacker coach. He was my mentor, inspiration, and a great teacher, allowed me to grow into a football player and a young man I am today. He would always give me his full effort and time and help me prepare for games. I'm blessed that I have him as a coach.
Madison R. Castillo, honoring Mrs. Kathleen Johnson.
Tonight, I am honoring Ms. Johnson. From encouraging me in Eisenhower to becoming the NJHS president to graduating Summa my senior year, she's always been my biggest supporter. Being the most genuine humans I know, she's taught me not only how to grow into myself, but to take care of the people around me. Thank you for being my safe place.
Kyle L. Castleberry, honoring Mrs. Ginger McDaniel.
Tonight, I am honoring my physics teacher, Ms. McDaniel. Thank you for the incredible 2 years I spent in your class. You are truly kind-hearted and have supported me from the first day I stepped into your classroom. You made physics entertaining and easy to understand, and are a big reason why I've chosen to major in engineering at A&M.
Andrew E. Cervantes, honoring Mr. Colton Bean.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Bean, my percussion teacher. At a time when I didn't believe in myself, he was there lifting me up. He taught me how to be a better musician, a better student, and a better person overall. He was always willing to set aside his own time to help me when I needed guidance. Thank you for thank you for all the time you have spent helping me improve my life.
Zachary C. Chun, honoring Mr. Joseph Espinosa.
Tonight I'm honoring my band director, Mr. Espinosa, because of the fun he brings to band. He has helped me with some of the most important auditions of my life and is a terrific role model for how to be a good educator. He's inspired me to continue with music through college and hopefully long after.
Garrett J. Clark, honoring Mr. Mathis Clark.
Tonight I'm honoring Mr. Clark, my dad, because even though he was never my teacher, he's always been there for me. Inside and outside the classroom, he has been a role model and shaped me into the person I am today. Thank you for always letting me seek refuge in your room when I felt like I could go nowhere else. Thank you for everything.
Dylan C. Darmstetter, honoring Ms. Susana Tablada.
Ms. Tablada, Spanish has never been a strong suit of mine. After a couple weeks, you had figured out on your own that I was lost, but you never made me feel like I was. You made Spanish class less of a chore and more of something to look forward to every day. Thank you so much for all that you do. You are seriously amazing.
Danielle C. Destin, honoring Mr. Mark Jedow.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Jedow, my swim coach for the past 4 years, because with his coaching, I learned the importance of dedication, perseverance, and striving to do better. Throughout early morning practices and weekend swim meets, Coach Jedow made me more confident as an athlete thanks to his constant motivation. I love swimming and have loved being a Churchill swimmer under Coach Jedow.
Abigail R. Diamond, honoring Miss Missy Quick.
Miss Quick, my 4th grade teacher, has always been special to me. I have many fond memories of hanging out in her classroom after school, helping her clean her room and grade papers. Miss Quick's positive spirit made me feel as though I could accomplish any goal I set. Although many years have gone by since I've been her student, I know she will always be one of my top supporters.
Keegan W. Dollarhide, honoring Mrs. Erin Voss.
Since childhood, math and science have always been my 2 favorite classes. It wasn't until junior year that Miss Voss managed to turn English, my least favorite subject, into one that I look forward to every day. Not only has she sparked my interest in English and writing, but she is also one of the rare teachers that found a way to connect with her students during this pandemic through remote learning. Thank you, Ms. Voss.
Evelyn T. Eaton, honoring Mrs. Michael Brand.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Brand, my yearbook advisor and journalism teacher. You introduced me to the art of photography and pushed me to improve my work until I became successful. With your guidance and motivation, I have grown in all aspects of publication and news writing. I will continue to use the skills you have taught me for the rest of my life. Thank you for your endless support and love.
Maya E. Echevarria, honoring Miss Michelle Amy.
Tonight, I am honoring Mrs. Amy, my elementary school GT teacher, because of the enormous impact she's had on my life. She taught me to be proud of my unique learning style, and her lively spirit made every Thursday one to remember. 10 years later, and I'm still unable to express my gratitude fully, but I truly cannot thank her enough for paving the path that I'm on today.
Anna I. Elizondo, honoring Dr. Yuka Kato.
Today it is my privilege to honor Today it is my privilege to honor Dr. Kato, my Japanese teacher. She has been my biggest inspiration throughout my high school career. She has continuously encouraged me to work hard. She has so much love towards her students, and she is one of the most kind and loving teachers I have ever met. I'm truly so honored to have been one of her students.
Erin A. Elliott, honoring Mrs. Chassie Bentley.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Bentley, an exceptional instructor who taught my food science and dollars and cents classes. I have developed a relationship with her over the years. She has taught me invaluable life lessons. Because of her, I will know how to cook things other than ramen in college and how to balance a checkbook. Miss Bentley, it has been a privilege being your student, and I will never forget you.
Maya A. Epstein, honoring Mrs. Brenda Burmeister.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Burmeister, my 3rd and 4th grade teacher. Although elementary school feels like forever ago, some of my best memories were created in her class. My favorite time was at the end of the day when we would do multiplication competitions and my team won every time. Thank you for helping me develop important skills from a young age, setting the foundation for me to become the successful student standing here today.
Christopher R. Espinosa, honoring Mr. Doug Conray.
Tonight I am honoring Coach Conray because he has taught me more than football. He has taught me also about life. I have learned from him that using your mind can be your greatest asset, and his lessons were a tremendous help to my high school career. He has taught me how to overcome obstacles, how to plan my life, and how to calm myself down in a stress-inducing situation. Thank you, Coach.
Faith Estrada, honoring Miss Cheryl Harrison.
The foundation of who I am was fostered every morning in Miss Harrison's first period class. The two most important lessons to me were that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and likewise, I too have the power to accomplish any dream, big or small. She leads her students with positivity and embodies the true meanings of love, acceptance, and dedication. Thank you, Mom, for seeing my full potential since 7th grade.
Madeline N. Everett, honoring Miss Brooke Holyoke.
Tonight, I am honoring my choir teacher, Miss Holyoke. She has been present in my life since I first stepped into her classroom as a freshman, and I'm proud to say that I will be leaving her classroom as a Churchill graduate. In the past 4 years, she encouraged me to be my authentic self, and she helped me become more confident in my voice. I will never forget the joy of being in her class.
Daniel J. Flores, honoring Mrs. Suzanne Horan.
Of all my years of schooling, one teacher especially stands out from the rest. Ms. Horan impacted the lives of many students by teaching them at a young age to be kind and loving. This statement has carried me to where I am today. I can assure you that Ms. Horan is one of those 1 in a million teachers that genuinely made me a better person. Thank you, Ms. Horan, for everything that you do.
Dylan C. Flores, honoring Miss Sally Gonzalez.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Gonzalez, my environmental science teacher. It is not often that one has a teacher who is as caring, understanding, and helpful towards her students as Miss G. The way Miss G taught really had an impact on me and many others. She encourages her students to apply what she taught in the classroom to everyday life. It was an honor being her student.
Mario R. Garcia, honoring Dr. Yuka Kato.
Kato Sensei has given me the opportunity to learn a language in which I always doubted my abilities. Most importantly, Japanese gave me a community where I could belong. Kato Sensei has created an environment where I can make friends that I never have made otherwise. I have truly gone along with my peers during these past 4 years, and I wouldn't trade for anything. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Julia I. E. Jinek, honoring Mr. Benjamin Femmel.
Mr. Femmel once wrote for me, "The man with windmills in his mind devours the illusions of reality and projects an image of such a profound artistic magnitude that the world is held captive." Tonight, I honor him for seeing the windmills in my mind, spinning sky into wonder, and encouraging me to never shy away from my own gravity. Thank you.
Harrison Gilbert, honoring Mr. Ryan Drexel.
Tonight, I am honoring my physics teacher, Mr. Drexel, because he takes an interest in each of his students' success and engages with them on a personal level. He makes his teaching entertaining with his corny physics jokes and demonstrations. I commend him for putting effort and passion into his work and wish him the best.
Lane E. Gregory, honoring Mr. Kyle Kellogg.
I'm thankful to have had Mr. Kellogg as a teacher and guide throughout high school. He's helped me understand the value of hard work and led me to trust the process when it comes to subject mastery. Thanks to him, I am confident that I will be able to succeed in college with my new approach to learning. Thank you.
Catherine M. Guillen, honoring Miss Amanda Schmidt.
I am honoring Ms. Schmidt because she has been a wonderful mentor to me these past 4 years. From always stopping to say hi in the hallways during passing periods to cheering me on at Duel in the Pool swim meet my sophomore year. Her support has had an incredible impact on me. She has truly done so much for me as an English teacher, as a counselor, and as a friend.
Larissa E. Hernandez, honoring Coach Kelly Ragsdale.
Tonight I am honoring Coach Ragsdale, my cross-country and track coach. In the past 4 years, she encouraged me to become a better student athlete and a confident leader. She goes above and beyond to motivate and inspire me. I have never met a more dedicated coach. She not only assigns workouts, but she works out with me. I am so thankful for Coach Ragsdale and will miss seeing her cheerful energy every day.
Axel A. Herman, honoring Mrs. Michelle Amy.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Amy, my elementary school GT teacher. Miss Amy was able to introduce a new type of thinking to me. She challenged me to be able to think abstractly, to solve problems, and create new solutions. Miss Amy never gave up on me, never doubted me, and never didn't see the potential that I thought I might not have. Thank you so much for changing my life.
Devin C. Heil, honoring Mr. David Anderson.
I'm honoring Mr. Anderson, my 8th grade science teacher, because of how he introduced science and demonstrated how interesting it can truly be. It became the building blocks for my future, and I'm very grateful that he was my teacher. Thanks for everything.
Anicia S. Huerta, honoring Miss Amanda Schmidt.
Tonight I am honoring Miss Schmidt. Miss Schmidt was not only my freshman English teacher, but also my sophomore English teacher, and now she is my counselor. So you can say that me and Miss Schmidt have been through quite a lot together. I remember sometimes coming to her class, stressing over grades, but every time Miss Schmidt reassured me that the world won't end even if I got an 80. Miss Schmidt has taught me that the challenges of today are just small steps towards great accomplishments in the future. She believed in me even when I lost faith in myself. So thank you for that, Miss Schmidt.
Cullen M. Ingersoll, honoring Mr. Kyle Kellogg.
Tonight, I am honoring my AP chemistry teacher, Mr. Kellogg, for the 2 years I was able to spend in his class. It was nothing less than a privilege to learn from him. Teaching is difficult to do well, and Mr. Kellogg teaches perfectly. Every moment that I was in his class, I wanted to learn more, and I did. I have only respect for him.
Connor B. Jacobson, honoring Mrs. Susan Mann.
Hi. Tonight, I'm honoring Miss Mann, my senior year English teacher. 2020 was a difficult year, but Miss Mann reached out to me when I needed help, both with school and mental health. Her passion is so great, it cannot help but spread to her students. She provided an environment that allowed open discussion among the students where we could express ourselves. Thank you, Miss Mann, not just from me, but from all of your students.
Daniela Johnson, honoring Mrs. Tracy Kinsey.
Tonight I am honoring Miss Kinsey, my 2nd and 3rd grade teacher. The joy and excitement that she brought into her classroom each day made me fall in love with learning. She is kind-hearted, compassionate, and most importantly, she cared. She was one of the first people to believe in me and give me a chance to demonstrate my abilities. I am thankful for her dedication and for believing in me even when I didn't.
Jeremy A. Kohler, honoring Mrs. Darren Palenko.
I would be lying to myself if I said Miss Polanco did not change my life. I don't remember a ton from elementary school, but every fond moment I do remember undoubtedly came from Miss Polanco's classroom. She has instilled a love of learning and a spirit of creativity in me that has helped me to discover some of my greatest passions in life. And for that, I am eternally grateful.
Zoe R. Kraus, honoring Mrs. Kelly Ragsdale.
All right. When I look over my high school experience, what I'm going to cherish most is being part of Coach Ragsdale's track and field team. She has been a beacon of motivation for me, never giving up on me. She's always pushed me to be better. She's so passionate and driven about what she does that I will remember this experience forever. And for her, Coach, I will always finish through the line.
Wyatt W. Crudup, honoring Miss Amanda Schmidt.
Okay, tonight I'm honoring Miss Schmidt because I was lucky enough to have her as my sophomore English teacher. She deeply cared about her students, and as a counselor, she helped me more than anyone else. Miss Schmidt made my high school experience much easier and way more enjoyable. Thank you, Miss Schmidt.
Christopher P. Kuiper, honoring Mr. Daniel Monroe.
For 2 years, I ended each day in Latin, a class where the sole priority was genuine learning. From his trivia-like bonus questions to impromptu history lessons There were two things I could count on every afternoon: thinking and laughing. Mr. Monroe unfailingly delivered complex material with an approachable style, something which inspired my passion for foreign languages, brought out my eagerness, and created a uniquely meaningful classroom environment with his understanding, compassion, and wit.
Brendan P. LaFleur, honoring Mr. Alejandro Gomez.
Today I am honoring Mr. Gomez, my geometry teacher during my freshman year, because he has been much more than a teacher. Mr. Gomez has been a great guide for me throughout the years. And I remember before quarantine, I would often stop by his room to see how he was and talk about anything that was going on in the world. For that reason, I feel like I have made a friend.
Isabella C. Lerma, honoring Mr. Joseph Espinosa.
Today, I will be honoring Mr. Espinosa, one of my band directors. He has shown me through hard work and dedication you can achieve greatness as a musician even if you're not naturally talented or a quick learner. He can make even the most tedious rehearsals fun while still keeping everyone engaged. I will always be grateful for the director that taught me the beauty and joy of making music.
Leo V. Luna, honoring Mr. Mark Jetto.
Tonight I am honoring Coach Jetto, my swim coach and U.S. history teacher. Coach Jetto has been my coach since my freshman year, and he has shown me how to be a leader and helped me grow as a person. He also helped me in the classroom as my U.S. history teacher and showed me that great athletes also work hard in the classroom. Thank you.
Hope M. Mahakian, honoring Miss Stephanie Carrier.
Tonight I am honoring Miss Carrier. She is an imaginative European history teacher who helped me to realize history goes far beyond the myths and legends of ages past. She revives the long gone yesterday with her enthusiasm and inspires understanding through her own dedication to help others. Thank you so much for always encouraging me to write my own destiny and showing me how to unravel the mysteries of our world.
Mila L. Maldonado, honoring Miss Marcy Edwards.
Tonight, I'm honoring Miss Edwards, my 6th grade reading teacher, because over the years, Miss Edwards has been a wonderful mentor, a confidant, an amazing teacher, and a spectacular friend. During middle school, her classroom always felt like a safe space for me, and anytime I needed advice, she was there. Through Miss Edwards' continuous words of encouragement, I was able to navigate the challenges of my school years. Thank you, Miss Edwards.
Logan M. Manwaring, honoring Mr. Christopher Tsakopoulos.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Tsakopoulos, my geometry and algebra 2 teacher, because he made me realize that learning can be fun and enjoyable. While taking his classes, I felt that I was really able to progress and develop my skills. I look forward to going to class as it was one of my favorite parts of the day. Thank you so much for inspiring me to be the best that I can be.
McKenna A. Martin, honoring Miss Alicia Wedgeworth.
Today I'm honoring Miss Wedgeworth, my sophomore GT English teacher, because she has truly been helpful with looking over my college and scholarship essays. She is a fabulous English teacher and made my writing so much better. She is also a great person and has offered her time when she didn't need to. I am truly thankful for her and all she has done for me.
Alejandra C. Martinez, honoring Miss Jaylee Fullen.
Tonight, I'm honoring Coach Fullen, my softball coach. No one's guided me into self-confidence like she has, and she's taught me to embrace the excitement of life. She's cultivated a new kind of strength in my teammates and I. She's just what we needed. Coach Fullen is a true inspiration and blessing, and I'm forever grateful.
Karina L. Mata, honoring Mrs. Edith Jensen.
I want to start off by thanking Ms. Johnson for her influence on my career as a student. As my first teacher, I believe her kindness and patience are what set the foundation for the rest of my education and what it would be built off of. She always provided a safe place for her students, and when I think back, I remember her classroom as a home where I met my best friend and made so many other memories. Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Jacqueline E. Mitchell, honoring Miss Peggy Hare.
Tonight I am honoring Mrs. Hare, my 7th and 8th grade English teacher. In her class, we had a mock trial, created a TV show, and recited the most dramatic Romeo and Juliet scene. When I was the only 6th grader who wanted to help edit the literary magazine, she took me under her wing and helped me grow as a writer. I cannot thank her enough for all she has helped me to become.
Brandon D. Mila, honoring Miss Samantha Serio.
Today, I feel exceptionally privileged to have the opportunity to honor my pre-calculus teacher, Ms. Serio. I've chosen her because she is selfless with her time, teaches with a passion, and she makes learning exciting. She has inspired me to not look at math as a daunting subject to be feared, but one that can be understood if you are willing to study hard. Thank you for the sacrifices you make daily for your students.
Jack H. Moss, honoring Dr. Yuka Kato.
Tonight, I am honoring Dr. Kato for her continuing efforts at inspiring students to be curious about cultures and learning languages. In my college essay, I wrote, "Curiosity is an integral aspect that defines my life." This is true, however, it's teachers like Dr. Kato that have sculpted me and facilitated this curiosity. Dr. Kato is my instructor, cheerleader, and above all, a friend whose implications on my future are immense.
Sonia J. Muguerza, honoring Mrs. Amanda Jeffries Hardy.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Amanda Jeffries Hardy, my middle school choir director. Whenever I think about Miss Jeffries, a smile immediately comes to my face. She is one of the most kind-hearted, inspiring, and selfless people I know, and has greatly impacted my life. I am honored to have had a teacher who never fails to make meaningful relationships with every student she comes across. Thank you, Miss Jeffries, for always believing in me.
Cielo S. Navarro, honoring Mr. Eric Solis.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Solis because he is the most kind and patient teacher I know. He made algebra so exciting and easy to learn that I discovered a new love for math. Especially on my most stressful days, I anticipated going to his class. His genuine care for his students and the positive energy he always teaches with, despite the circumstances of his day, never fails to brighten mine. Thank you, Mr. Solis.
Emily Nguyen, honoring Miss Sarah Alisala.
Tonight, I am honoring my 8th grade reading teacher, Miss Alisala, who's joining us virtually tonight. Aside from being a great teacher, Miss Alisala would often check up on me, but beyond academic reasons, just to see how I'm doing. She treated me, as well as others, with true care and respect, making us feel more like her friends than her students. I appreciate everything she's done for me to influence me to become the student that I am today.
Evelyn Nguyen, honoring Miss Rachel Delgado.
Tonight, I'm honoring Miss Delgado, my 7th grade algebra teacher. Miss Delgado was more than a math teacher. She's also my friend. Miss Delgado has shown me that learning can be fun, and she always had me excited to come to her class. I thank her so much for motivating me to continue learning and doing my best in my academics.
Christopher W. O'Connor, honoring Mr. Brian Hawkins.
Tonight, I am honoring my wrestling coach, Coach Hawkins, because he has pushed me to strive for great effort. All throughout high school, he has always motivated me to achieve my goals. He taught me to be the best that I can be and to overcome and learn from failure. If there is one thing I learned from his coaching, it's that having patience and a good work ethic will make you successful.
Daniel P. O'Connor, honoring Mr. Ryan George.
Tonight, I'm honoring Coach Ryan George, who believed in me the day he first set foot on the Dub C football field some 2 years ago. Perhaps unbeknownst to him, he has shown me what it means to be committed, to persevere through adversity, and to keep my poise. He is the coach who gave me a chance. As promised, if I ever get lucky in the stock market, Coach George will be sporting a new Rolex as a token of my gratitude.
Karenina H. Osuna, honoring Mr. Tyler Kais.
I am honoring my middle school theater teacher, Mr. Kais, as he has not only helped me to succeed in the art, but has always granted me a space to be myself. Mr. Kais made sure that we never lost our imagination and inspired us not only to hold on to that creativity, but with it achieve anything we put our minds to. Words cannot express how thankful I am for all he has done for me.
Sydney S. Overman, honoring Mrs. Renee Truan.
Tonight I am honoring Coach Truan, my 8th grade basketball coach. She is someone I will never forget because she taught me so much in such little time. She always emphasized that there's no I in team, and she represented that every day she coached me. She also taught me the importance of teamwork and hard work. Coach is supportive, admirable, and determined in all she does. Thank you for everything, Coach. Your impact on my life is one that will last forever.
Alexa S. Parkert, honoring Mr. Mathis Clark.
Tonight I am honoring my avid teacher, Mr. Clark. I want to give a huge thank you for putting up with me all 4 years. Because of your help, I am receiving this reward alongside my fellow peers. Thank you for always being patient when I needed you to repeat how to work out a math problem a few times, or when I had questions about literally anything and everything. You'll be a teacher I will always remember as I continue the next chapter of my life.
Isaac A. Perez, honoring Coach David Arguello.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Arguello, my middle school coach, because he made athletics a place to have fun while pushing me to try my hardest. I will never forget his awesome personality and his great taste in music, like Guns N' Roses. He was always there for me and helped me, especially when I injured my leg. He has always been someone I could trust and look up to, and will always be in my heart. Thank you, Coach.
Smith H. Pettit, honoring Mr. Mike Bailey.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Bailey, who is my Texas history teacher in 7th grade. I'm honoring him because he ignited my love for history and education in general, as well as being an exemplary role model. The great opportunity to not only learn, but to teach with the Mill Springs cabin will always stick with me. I cannot thank him enough for all he has done for me as a student and as a person.
Jaden A. Podasnik, honoring Ms. Kendall Beal.
Tonight, I am honoring Mrs. Beal because she is one of the few that made me love learning. She brought the classroom to life with her fun way of teaching and was able to make me enjoy a topic I would have otherwise never liked. So, looking back to my middle school years, I thank her for taking part academically and making me the young man you see before you today.
Emma T. Perkis, honoring Dr. Yuka Kato.
Tonight, I am honoring my former Japanese teacher, Dr. Kato. It was a very easy choice to choose her as my honoree. Not only is she an all-around great teacher, but she's kind, inspirational, and incredibly devoted. She gave me the opportunity to visit her country and didn't even get mad at me when I lost my passport. Her achievements, learning a new language, moving to a new country, and earning her doctorate really inspire me today. Thank you.
Bianca N. Perales, honoring Mr. Eric Gerber.
Today, I am honoring Mr. Gerber. He has been one of my favorite teachers because he is the one who got me excited about college and my future. He encouraged me to be my best self, student-wise and person-wise. He introduced me to UTSA, my future college, and prepared me so well for high school organization-wise, which I will for sure carry into college.
Clarissa Pineda, honoring Mrs. Kathleen Johnson.
Tonight, I am honoring Mrs. Johnson, our lovely and talented SAN counselor. She was there with me every step of the way after my dad's passing, guided me through tough times,
taught me how to be motivated, how to open up, and has inspired me to live a mentally healthy and better life. I am beyond thankful for you, Mrs. Johnson, for all that you have taught me and motivated me to do.
Donald O. Pobance, honoring Miss Jamie Lower.
Tonight I am honoring Miss Lower, my pre-cal and calculus teacher. Her patience, enthusiasm, and dedication to teaching are just some of her most outstanding attributes as an educator. Even when times got tough, she made sure that her students received the best education possible. Her passion for teaching has inspired me to pursue my education and life with the same qualities. She has she has demonstrated in the classroom every day. Thank you, Ms. Lower.
Connor A. Poff, honoring Mr. Alejandro Gomez.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Gomez, my computer science teacher, because he has helped me foster my passion for programming. Even before Mr. Gomez was my classroom teacher, he was a wonderful mentor and helped me excel at UIL competitions. His classes are informative and fun, and he is an excellent role model. I thank him for giving me the encouragement and added confidence to continue my computer science journey through college.
Kylie T. Quinn, honoring Miss Kathy Wells.
Okay, tonight I am honoring Miss Wells, my high school clinical rotations teacher. Miss Wells has made a huge impact on my life. She has offered guidance for my future. She is a great listener, counselor, teacher, and comedian. Miss Wells, thank you for never giving up on me. Love you, Queen.
Adriana E. Ramirez, honoring Mr. John Witt.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Witt. When you're a kid, you don't think much about how others see you. You're barely aware of how you see yourself. But as you grow up, you become more self-aware. I never saw myself as how other people saw me. If anything, I thought less of myself. But how Coach Witt saw me is why I'm honoring him. He saw the real me before I even knew myself.
Alden R. Ramirez, honoring Mrs. Tracy Moreno.
Tonight, I'm honoring my third grade teacher, Ms. T. Moreno. She was the very first teacher who made me want to be at school, which, believe me, was easier said than done. Her energy and love for her students was infectious, and she could always be counted on to make the most boring subjects entertaining, and I would always be hooked. Without her, I wouldn't be the student I am today, and I'm eternally grateful for her guidance.
Holly N. Reichling, honoring Mrs. Crystal Murphy.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Murphy, my English and journalism teacher, because she taught me about the importance of hard work. She also taught me not to settle for the mundane and to strive for perfection in whatever I do. She also taught me how to find a creative angle in any story, and I'm truly grateful for her wisdom and guidance. Thank you, Miss Murphy.
Allison E. Reynolds, honoring Mr. Tyler Keyes.
Tonight, I'm honoring my 8th grade theater teacher, Mr. Keyes. My favorite aspect of theater is the ability to impact others through your work, and one of the things I admire most about Mr. Keyes is that he doesn't need a stage to do so. His joviality is inspiring to everyone he's around, and I strive to emulate this. Thank you for inspiring me to be the best actor I can be, but mainly to always be a beacon of light to those around me.
Jarrett J. Robinson, honoring Mr. Brad Robinson.
Tonight, I am honoring my father and coach, Mr. Robinson, because he is the best role model I could have ever asked for. Although football has played a big role in our lives, my dad has taught me there's much more to life than sports. He has also taught me to enjoy every moment because time flies. He has shaped me into the man I am today and a big part of the reason I'm here today.
Medea A. Rodriguez, honoring Mrs. Susana Tablada.
Tonight, I am honoring Mrs. Tablada because she is so kind-hearted, encouraging, and sincere.
In my 3 years of knowing Senora Tablada, I learned that she's always been one of my only teachers to point out when I'm smiling and to recognize when I'm feeling upset or overwhelmed. I thank her for always checking up on me and for always making sure that I leave her with a smile. Thank you.
Roberto Rodriguez, honoring Mrs. Betsy Jackson.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Jackson, aka Miss Rudolph now, my 5th grade teacher, for teaching me to always be kind to everyone because you never know what someone's going through. She's always kind to everyone no matter what and knew how to make everyone feel better. Thanks to her, I have learned to never be mean, judgmental to anyone, and to always be respectful, kind, and generous to everyone I meet.
Ty C. Rodriguez, honoring Mrs. Darren Polanco.
Tonight, I'm honoring Mrs. Polanco, my elementary GT teacher. When I first walked into her room, I instantly felt intimidated. She appeared to be strict, tough, and serious. She was strict but fair, serious but extremely funny. Above all, she cared about instilling a love for learning. She introduced me to concepts and philosophies perhaps unsuited for a 9-year-old, but nonetheless inspired my love for science, philosophy, and learning as a whole. I'll never forget you.
Joaquin E. Romero, honoring Miss Sarah Perez.
Tonight, I'm honoring Miss Perez. I chose Miss Perez because over the 4 years that I've been here, she has always been there for me and helped me along the way. She has not only been a good teacher, but been an amazing person to get to know as I grow up, and I want to thank her for all that she's done for me.
Thomas C. Red, honoring Miss Sally Gonzalez.
Tonight, I'm honoring Miss Gonzalez, my AP Environmental Science teacher throughout my junior year. Not only is she well known for collecting lots of emojis, but as an inspiration to myself and others to be the best version of yourself despite any obstacles. I have learned to always see the good and the bad, and she made class an enjoyable experience, which I look forward to every day. Thank you, Ms. G.
Lauren A. Redder, honoring Mr. Michael Caston.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Castone, my 8th grade English teacher. Not only has he taught me what a real, truly loving teacher could provide in terms of highlighting and making my year one of the best I've ever had, but showed how capable a person could be if you had somebody to believe in you. Without Mr. Castone, I wouldn't be as ambitious nor as courageous, and he's helped shape me to become the person I am today. It's been nothing but a pleasure to learn from you.
Sarah M. Rukowski, honoring Miss Nicole Casey.
All right. Tonight I'm honoring Miss Casey, my dance team teacher, because over the past 3 years, she has endlessly supported both my academic success and love for the Lancer dancers. I have learned from her the importance of pushing myself to achieve the goals I have set and to never shy away from the difficult or discouraging obstacles in life. She has truly impacted my life and character for the better. Thank you for everything.
Garrett C. Schroeder, honoring Mr. Preston Stolte.
Tonight, I would like to honor my debate teacher, Mr. Stolte, in recognition of the time and effort he has spent in our debate program for the last 4 years. He has sacrificed countless weekends to coach us at different tournaments, both citywide and statewide. He's inspired me to push myself both academically and through debate. He has fostered my growth as a person and has taught me how to succeed at the next level. Thank you, sir.
Julia J. Scott, honoring Mr. Alberto Garcia.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Garcia, my 3rd grade teacher, because he not only taught, but showed me how to be a better person. Even after moving across the world and back, his lessons and words of encouragement have continued to influence my actions to this day. The kindness that he showed my family and I, although it may seem dramatic, truly changed their lives. I'm so thankful to have been his student.
Gilberto Serna, honoring Mrs. Chaslyn Christmer.
Tonight, I'd like to thank my honoree, Ms. Christmer, especially for helping me get through this past year because I was really feeling that senioritis. She was a great coach, a great teacher. Although I never had her, but I'm sure she was great. Thank you so much for helping me get through these 4 years. They were so hard.
Samuel B. Sherrick, honoring Mr. Paul Gostowski.
Tonight I am honoring Mr. G. I can remember that you were the only teacher to ever send me to detention, yet here I am honoring you as my Summa. You pushed me in the classroom and taught me how truly fun it was to learn. You were a kind and supportive teacher, and without you, I don't think that I would be the student I am today. Thank you.
Alexia L. Shaw, honoring Mr. Paul Gostowski.
I chose to honor Mr. Gostowski because he has massively impacted my life in and out of school. Mr. G always encouraged his students to be kind to others and to leave a positive mark on the world while also being a safe space for all. When I started to figure out who I was and who I wanted to be, he was there, and I'm so thankful to have been in his classroom for 3 years.
Bennett J. Sibiel, honoring Mr. Joseph Espinosa.
Mr. Espinosa has impacted my life more than any other teacher I think I've ever had. For the past 3 years, he has really helped guide me through all the challenges I've faced so far with music. He is responsible for me growing to love band and wanting to pursue music in college. Whenever Mr. Espinosa is around, he always manages to make the students smile and really feel appreciated. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Emily J. Smith, honoring Mr. Eric Gerber.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Gerber, my AVID teacher, because he always encouraged his students to follow their passion, assisted us in discovering what those passions were and how to achieve them. He truly prepared me for a higher education by teaching me how to take notes, study, and plan for the future. I would not be able to be where I am without his guidance, wisdom, and generosity.
Sophia M. Suave, honoring Mr. Scott Eaton.
Tonight, I'm honoring my 8th grade algebra teacher, Mr. Eden. Every day, he came to class with the mission to not only teach us math, but how to be good people. When I started to fall behind after my 6th concussion, he made it his mission to help. He supported me through the hardest year of my life and taught me that I was a person who was smart and resourceful and could accomplish anything if I tried. Thank you, Mr. Eden.
Rosamond E. Suter, honoring Mrs. Jamie Thayer.
When I moved to a new school in the 5th grade, I was completely terrified. Luckily, I was welcomed with open arms by one of the kindest teachers I've ever had. Ms. Thayer's patience and care helped me to make this transition to a new school so much easier. I learned so many things in her classroom that I still carry with me today. Thank you for making me feel accepted in a room full of new faces.
Carson S. Stamper, honoring Mr. James Segura.
Mr. Segura made an impact on my education in ways that extend past the books. He taught me the importance of looking out for my friends and caring for others. I'm thankful for having him as a role model throughout high school, and although I won't be able to see Mr. Segura as much these next 4 years, I know I can always reach out and pick up right where we left off. Love you, brother.
Catherine A. Stokes, honoring Mrs. Ginger McDaniel.
Tonight, I am honoring Mrs. McDaniel, my physics teacher. I took her Physics 1 on-ramps course last year and thoroughly enjoyed it, so I decided to take Physics C with her this year. Her classes and passion for physics inspired me to pursue a major in mechanical engineering, and I thank Mrs. McDaniel for helping me discover all that I am capable of.
Carly J. Sturdivant, honoring Mrs. April Gastinger.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Gastinger, my 6th and 7th grade reading teacher. While she impacted me through being in her class, it is beyond school that she truly shaped me into who I am today. As a chaperone, she was pretty much my second mom for every band event we attended. From football games and BOA events to Disney World and Chicago, she's always been there for me. Her impact on my life is one that I will forever be grateful for.
Caleb D. Thomas, honoring Mrs. Ginger McDaniel.
Tonight, I am honoring Mrs. McDaniel because she is a really good physics teacher, and I really like physics, and she helped foster my love for physics things like horizontally launched projectiles. She makes physics fun by giving us important real-life issues to solve, like sliding a giant box of tofu down a ramp. So thank you, Ms. McDaniel.
Daniel K. Tran, honoring Mr. David Anderson.
Tonight I'm honoring Mr. Anderson, the first person to teach me science in a meaningful and interesting way. Sorry to both Mr. Kellogg and Ms. McDaniel. He encouraged me to go beyond my comfort zone and experiment with new things. He set a standard for me that I hope I exceeded. I'm forever grateful that I had him as a mentor and a teacher.
Alessia G. Valdez, honoring Mr. Zane Reinhardt.
Tonight I'm honoring Mr. Reinhardt, my world geography and AP psychology teacher. Ever since freshman year, I was driven to succeed in all of my classes due to his constant support, encouragement, and kindness. He has motivated me to put myself out there, both academically and socially, something I cannot thank him enough for, and has proven to me just how great of a difference an exceptional teacher, let alone person, can make in one's life.
Alexander D. Vichik, honoring Mr. Daniel Monroe.
Tonight, I am honoring Mr. Monroe. Initially, I took Latin because I just wanted to get my 2 language credits, but how did I end up taking Latin 3 as well? It's a class that's not even required. Mr. Monroe had somehow managed to make a dead language feel alive and fun to learn. Perhaps it was due to his teaching style, his passion for the subject, his personal anecdotes, or the fact that the combination of all of these made him feel like he lived back in ancient Rome and invented the language himself.
Anne R. White, honoring Ms. Jennifer Schaefer.
Tonight, I would like to honor Ms. Schaefer. Since my freshman year, she has always been there to help me through the struggles of high school. She helped me to successfully balance school and an athletic career and played a huge role in helping me to reach my NCAA collegiate goal. She inspired me every day to never give up, and I can never thank her enough for all she has done for me.
Catherine J. Whitehurst, honoring Mr. John Strahl.
Tonight, I am honoring Coach Strahl for not only teaching me tennis, but also a lifetime of wisdom. For the years I was blessed to have him as a coach, he taught me humility and the value of hard work and dedication, all while instilling a passion for the sport I know I will play for the rest of my life. He helped craft some of my fondest memories here at Churchill, and for that I say thank you.
Cole S. Wild, honoring Mrs. Elizabeth Pirtle.
It is an honor for me to recognize my 7th grade history teacher, Miss Pirtle. Tonight, I'd like to thank her for being such an encouragement in my life. I know I'm a better person today because she believed in me and taught me how to finish strong no matter how rocky the start. Thank you for always expecting more from me and giving me the opportunity to build a character. I will always remember you.
Joseph S. Williams, honoring Mrs. Ginger McDaniel.
Tonight I will, with gratitude, share some of what I learned from Mrs. McDaniel. She taught me the importance of critical thinking and that there is much satisfaction to be gained from solving hard problems, that there is meaning in the relentless pursuit of knowledge, to not stop with a superficial understanding of math and science, but rather to dive headfirst into one's scholarship. Thank you, Mrs. McDaniel.
Catherine O. Williams, honoring Mrs. Alicia Wedgeworth.
Tonight, I'm honoring Mrs. Wedgeworth, my sophomore English teacher, for all she's helped me with the past few years. Not only did her class introduce me to new literature and help my writing become more cohesive, but she also provided me with the space to talk when I felt stressed or overwhelmed. She's been a continuous source of support when I've needed anything, from advice to letters of recommendation, and for that, I'm grateful.
Macy B. Williamson, honoring Mrs. Diana Flagg.
If it would. Okay. Sorry.
Tonight, I am honoring Miss Flagg because she has always inspired me to do my best even when I feel like giving up. She is so patient and always taught with so much heart and truly cared for each and every person she taught. I cannot begin to thank her enough for everything she has done to help me get where I am today.
Hayden L. Woolard, honoring Mr. Joseph Espinosa.
I'm honoring Mr. Espinosa, my band director, because he's an amazing teacher and a wonderful person. Throughout these last few years of high school, he has been a huge inspiration to me, and thanks to his guidance in his band and his class, I've become more confident in myself, not only as a musician, but as a person as well. I owe him everything that comes to me.
Diego A. Zendejas, honoring Mrs. Beatriz Lugo.
Tonight, I'm honoring my Spanish teacher of 4 years, Ms. Lugo. Ms. Lugo has been a tremendous teacher since freshman year when I didn't really know what to expect. She's always been great at teaching, although at first I didn't see that. And I find it admirable how long she's been able to teach so many kids throughout all her classes. It's dedicated teachers like her which give me confidence in the future generations to come.
Vanessa N. Smith, honoring Mrs. Emily Gerwitz.
I'm honoring Miss Gerwitz, my middle school band director, because she helped me realize my potential in playing the flute. She teaches flute from beginner to master level, and as my lesson teacher in high school, she helped me advance in competitions and improve my skills farther than I thought I could. It's thanks to her that my performance level has grown so much and that I'm continuing to be in band in college.
We'd also like to honor several students who are participating from home. They are Mia Elizabeth Baryadin, Callie Ann Brame, Wesley Adam Campbell, Alex Chu, Isabella Renee Church, Reese William Crawford, Clayton Allen Crucius, Wong Hong Din, Jordan Elizabeth Hamstra, Theodore David Josephson, Derek Lee, Nathaniel Thomas Leben, Bryce Diego Lofton, Ethan Tyler McGann, Andrew C.H. Pye Jr., Ariel Melody Villa, Aaron Unique Villalobos, James Hart Juan Williams, Ralph C. Anderson, Benjamin N. Colton, Melissa M. Espinosa, Jacob B. Harrison, Orion A. Medina, Lindy R. Reinberger, Lindsay A. Sandoval, Alicia A. Sheridan, Michaela M. Somerville, and Aiden J. Toscano.
Now, wasn't that just amazing? Wasn't that awesome? How about a big round of applause for all of our guests, honorees, and students? Before we leave tonight, I'd like to give a few instructions on how we'll exit. Students, you will exit behind me, picking up a gift on the way out. Please wait for your row to be dismissed, as this will help with an orderly way to hand out your special gift. Parents and guests, you will exit the side doors, and you'll meet your student out front. With that, I want to thank you for your attendance this evening. Safe travels, and go Chargers.